What's going on, guys? Happy Monday night. Welcome back to another free pick video. I got three of my favorite player props for you guys. Two of them are in the NBA, one of them is in MLB. I got three Moneyline plays for you guys for Tuesday, all straight bets. And then we're going to cap it off with the Hail Mary parlay as always. Quick recap on how the day went. So, from the last video, I gave out Florida on the money line for the national championship game tonight. Absolute insane game. I don't know if it was an insane comeback by Florida or if it was just an absolute choke job by Houston. Maybe a little bit of both. But at the end of the day, we will absolutely take that. I placed this on my player profit account for $3,000, so it brought home $24.90. That was huge. And then I gave out a player prop as well. The first player prop was Walter Clayton Jr. under 22.5 points plus rebounds. This one soared under. This was the easiest bet of the night. He had 0 points at halftime. So you can't draw it up any better than that. The second one, I had Juwan Roberts over 5.5 rebounds. He finished with 8. And then the last one, Thomas Ha over 5.5 rebounds. He finished by 5. So we missed the entire parlay by 0.5, otherwise known as the hook. But basically everything that I explained in my last YouTube video about this game, that's exactly what happened. I said it was going to be a slow start to the game, low scoring in the first half. Palms were going to be sweaty. There's going to be jitters. It ended up being the lowest scoring first half in college basketball final history. So we had Walter Clayton on unders. That was beautiful. Those hit. We had Juwan Roberts on rebounds. That was easy. The only thing we missed in this entire game was by 0.5 rebounds. So super unfortunate there, but shout out Florida on the money line. Shout out the Gators. Absolutely massive. Okay. Over in VIP, 1 and 2. Not great, but we did have Florida and VIP as well. So that was huge. The second one, we missed by 1 leg. We had the Dodgers plus 1.5. We had the Padres plus 1.5. And then we had the Winnipeg Jets plus 2.5. Everything hit except the Dodgers lost by 2. In the ninth inning, they had a guy on second, 0 outs. They couldn't find a way to get him in. If they would have just scored that 1 run in the ninth inning, we would have covered. Would have been a smack, but it is what it is. The next one did not go well as well. We had the Kings who lost outright. We had the Rangers plus 3.5. They got absolutely dismantled. And then we had the Flames plus 2.5 who hit. So not the greatest start. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Not the greatest start to the month for VIP. But as I always tell everyone, the best time to join VIP is during a cold streak. Luckily, last week we did have 2 3-0 sweeps that helped us a lot. But other than that, it's been, a lot of 1 and 2s. So, like I always say, the best time to join VIP is during a cold streak, because that just means we're about to get absolutely hot again. And I feel it coming. So what I'm doing for you guys is, if you go in here, let's see, if you go to my store, winnable.com/BookieBandits, I'll drop the link down below in the description. I will pin a comment as well. If you go down here to my VIP premium and then you go to weekly, if you put in code GATORS, all caps GATORS, you're going to get 50% off this price. Okay, so redeem code GATORS right here, 50% off. And it's going to bring it down to $48.50 for you guys. So dirt cheap. I only opened up 10 of them. It looks like a couple of them have gone already. So use code GATORS. I will drop the link for you guys down below. 50% off the VIP week pass. We're about to go on another insane heater, I have a feeling. So be sure to take advantage of that. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into the picks, guys. So like I said, 3 player props for you guys. 2 of them are going to be in the NBA. 1 of them MLB. I do have MLB stats now that we have, more than 10 games of data to work with. So I will have analytics for all my player props from here on out. So first play for you guys is going to be Trae Young over 18.5 points. He's hit this in 4 out of his last 5, 9 out of his last 10, 15 out of his last 20, and hitting at a 71% clip on the season, 52 out of 73. I mean, the numbers do the talking here. He's hitting at a 75% clip over the last 20, 90% clip over the last 10. Over 18.5 for Trae Young. Let's be real. We know he's going to hit at least a couple threes. He's going to get a lot of free throws. The dude can drive in and get easy buckets as well. So this should be sweat-free. Trae Young over 18.5 points. That's going to be the first play. Next, we're taking SGA over 24.5 points. He's hit this in 4 out of his last 5, 9 out of his last 10, 19 out of his last 20, 67 out of 76 on the year, hitting at an 88% clip on the year, 95% clip over the last 20. So out of the last 20 games, he's gone under this line only once, and he had 22. So another reason I like this play so much, it's a big bounce back game for the Thunder. They just got blown out by the Lakers a couple nights ago. So I think it's a big bounce back game. I think the Thunder win this game pretty handedly, and I think SGA might even drop 40. But we're going to take the alt line over 24.5 just to play it safe. We'd rather profit than lose. So before I get to the last player prop for you guys, make sure you guys download Underdog. Use code BANDIT1. You're going to get up to $1,000 deposit bonus, meaning whatever you put in initially, they're going to double that for you. Okay, so if you put in 1,000, they're going to give you another 1,000. You'll have 2,000 to work with. If you put in 10, they're going to give you an extra 10 to work with. You'd have 20 to work with. So take advantage of this code BANDIT1. It's available in all these yellow and green states. The reason it's important to have this app, all these player props that I post for you guys, they come straight from Underdog. Most of them are going to be alternate lines. You can't do alternate lines on these other apps. So the only way to copy and paste my exact plays, you got to have Underdog. That way you can just copy and paste. So let's get to the last pick. Shohei Ohtani, over 0.5 total bases. Okay, and we do have analytics now that we have some games under our belt. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10, and they've only played 12 games on the year, but he's hitting at a 67% clip on the year. Okay, and most of these games when he does get on base, I mean, just today he had 8 bases. So all we need is 1, right? This game he had 6, 5, 4, 3. He's got a couple 1s, and then he's got a couple 0s. So all we need is 1 hit out of Shohei, and it smacks. And the Nationals don't have a great pitcher on the bump tomorrow. So the only thing I don't want to happen is that they pitch around Ohtani and, they end up walking him every at bat. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know with Ohtani. If it was me, I would never pitch to him. I would give him the Barry Bonds treatment and just intentionally walk him because the dude's dangerous. So that's the player prop for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into the Moneyline plays. This is not a parlay. We're doing 3 straight bets. Okay, and they're all going to be on player profit. If you guys don't know what player profit is, I did an entire video about it a couple days ago, so just go and watch that. But basically, it's where you can use other people's money to sports bet at a higher risk. And if you can prove that you're profitable, you get to keep 70% of the profits. So I'll show you guys this as well. Let's go to the challenges. So you can get funded for all these amounts here: 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K. Each price has different packages. So this $1,000 funding package is only $30, all the way up to 100K funding. The 100K funding is $1,000. If you go in and use my code though, BOOKIEBANDIT, you're going to get 10% off any of these packages. So you could get up to 100K in funding that you can sports bet with for only $900. Okay. Once you prove that you're profitable and you get through these first 2 phases, they fund your account at that point. Whatever you profit, you get to keep 70%. They keep the other 30. So it's a great way if you're wanting to increase your unit size but mitigate the risk. This is a perfect platform for you guys. So I will also drop this link down in the description below. Be sure to use code BOOKIEBANDIT. No spaces, just BOOKIEBANDIT, and you're going to get 10% off any of these packages. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into the picks, guys. So 3 straight bets. The first one is simple. Okay, we're taking the Pirates on the money line. And you guys probably know exactly why. But look who's on the bump. Paul Skeens. That's all you need to know. The Cardinals' offense is not good. Sonny Gray, he's not that good either. If you compare these, obviously they both only had 1 start, so it's hard to, really analyze it. But Paul Skeens, or I guess Paul Skeens has had 2 starts, I believe. I believe the first game was basically like a no contest. But Paul Skeens 1-0. He's thrown 12 innings. So yeah, it looks like both these pitchers have had 2 starts. They just both had a no contest. Okay. But if you compare the ERAs, Sonny Gray, his earned run average is 5.73. Paul Skeens 1.46. Okay. With hitters in scoring position, Sonny Gray 1.00, Paul Skeens 0.65. Innings pitched 11 and 12. Strikeouts 15-13. Sonny Gray has given up 3 home runs. Paul Skeens has given up 0. At the end of the day, guys, Paul Skeens is the best pitcher in the MLB right now. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. It's that simple. So all we're going to do is we're going to blindly take the Pirates simply because Paul Skeens is on the bump. If the Pirates can score 3 or more runs, they should win this game with ease. I could see Paul Skeens going probably 6 or 7 innings. So hopefully they can get up, a couple runs by then, and hopefully the bullpen can come in and close it out for us. But it's as simple as that, guys. We're taking the Pirates on the money line. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and lock this in. So we're going to select my package here. We're going to go ahead and throw 2,000 on this. Pirates on the money line. We're honestly, we're getting decent value with the Pirates having the best pitcher in the MLB on the bump for them tomorrow. So we're just going to take advantage of that the same way we did with the Florida Gators. So 2,000, we're going to place that one. Boom. Okay. Next pick. We are going to go with the LA Dodgers. Okay. This one is simply a bounce back play. Okay, I don't care who's pitching for either team, to be completely honest. I did look, obviously, before I put a bunch of money on them. I did look. It's 2 no-namers. The pitchers are going to be to no advantage for either team. And at that point, you got to take the better offense. We're taking the LA Dodgers. It's a great bounce back spot. They've lost their last 2. They've lost 3 out of their last 4. They're not going to lose to the Nationals back-to-back games. So we're going to go ahead and we are also going to throw $2,000 on the Dodgers money line. Okay, we're going to lay the juice. You could take the spread, get a little better value, but I've gotten hurt doing that before. Actually, 2 nights ago when I took Clemson minus 1.5, they won by 1. So I don't even want to worry about winning by more than 1. I just want them to win. So we're going to lay the juice and throw $2,000 on the Dodgers for tomorrow. Great bounce back spot for them. For the last play, guys, we're going to go to the NHL. We are going to scroll down and we're going to take the Hurricanes. Okay. Again, this is simply a bounce back play. The Hurricanes have lost their last 2. They've honestly been embarrassed in their last 2 games to teams that are very, very, very subpar. You guys know how much I love the Hurricanes. I have multiple futures on them. I see this team going all the way. I see this team winning the Stanley Cup. And I also see this team bouncing back tomorrow night and absolutely dismantling this Buffalo Sabres team in Buffalo in front of their home crowd. Okay, so we're going to go in here, select my package again, and we're going to put $2,000 on this one as well. Okay, the bottom line is with all these 3 picks, if you single bet them, straight bet them, all we need is 2 of them to hit in order to profit for the day. Okay, that's why I like doing an odd amount of plays per day. Because if you send out 2 plays, right, if I were to give out 2 plays, both plays would have to hit in order to profit. Obviously, unless they were plus money. If I send out 3 plays, we just have to go 2 out of 3 in order to hit, or in order to profit, right? If I send out 4 plays, now we have to hit 3 out of 4 to profit, right? So we're just playing the odds game. We're playing the percentage game here. So 3 straight bets. Quick recap, we got the Pirates on the money line, we got the Dodgers on the money line, and we got the Hurricanes on the money line. Straight bet them all. Make sure you throw the same amount on every single one. That way, all we need is 2 of them to hit, and we profit. Okay. So those are the free picks for you guys. Lock those in. The lines are going to be moving, obviously. Let's cap this thing off real quick with the Hail Mary parlay. For the NBA slate for Tuesday, Grizzlies, Pacers, Cavs, Thunder, Warriors, Clippers. For the MLB slate, Pirates, Red Sox, Dodgers, Rays, Padres. And for the NHL slate, Hurricanes, Stars, Devils, and the Avalanche. Parlay those up. That's going to be 170x on your money, around there, depending on what books you guys are on and what time you lock these in. But like I always say, don't go crazy on the Hail Mary parlays. Don't throw more than $5 on it. These are just fun bets for me. I usually only throw $1 to $5 on them. So it's a Hail Mary for a reason. Don't go crazy on it. But who knows? Maybe we'll hit. Maybe we'll get lucky again. But if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the love. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I drop free pick videos for you guys every single night. It's about midnight where I'm at. So I'm going to wrap this up. Make sure you guys are smash that like button for me. Show some love in the comments. We will see you tomorrow night. Peace.